What's up, kids? All right, welcome back to the channel. So in the last video, what I did is I put a couple of chords in my recording program. Remember, that's called a DAW, Digital Audio Workstation, okay? And the name of the program is Logic Pro X. But don't worry about that because we need to keep the song moving forward. We need to keep molding that clay, all right? So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna take this beautiful bass guitar, Mr. Sunny Royale, and we're gonna lay down a bass line in there, okay? And I'll probably kick up the tempo a little bit. It felt a little bit slow to me. Remember, I'm not really worried about lyrics yet. I'm just trying to get that inspiration, keep the fun flowing, and just see where it'll take you, okay? And then you can worry about the technical stuff later. So before we hop into my computer, start looking at where we're headed for the session. Here's a word from, you guessed it, Chris Fluffy. All right, let's go. Hey, what's up? It's me, Chris Fluffy, so check it out. Go ahead and give that like button a fluffy little tap. Leave your comments and questions below. And again, the dude needs help. 25 subscribers. He got one more. Nice job. Here's a little clap for you. Okay, today's word of the day is tempo. That's how fast or slow the song is. I bet you Mr. Elmer's going to talk about it in the next segment. Okay, later. Iced coffee's gone. Thank you, Chris Fluffy. As you can see, he's over here, right over my shoulder watching. Now, he mentioned the word tempo. Here's the session in the DAW, Digital Audio Workstation. And I developed it a tiny bit further. So the tempo right here is 122 beats per minute. You know, turn my little cursor pro here so you guys can see a little bit easier. So right up here, 122. Let's just give a quick listen. Here's the drums. I added this little ear candy part. What do I mean by ear candy? I just think of it as a very catchy part. I can change this later. Again, this is the rough draft. We are writing the song. We are just taking this one piece of sound at a time, all right? I laid down a bass guitar, which if you noticed in that clip a little while ago here, you saw me doing the camera back and forth between the guitar and the bass. And here's the main guitar riff that I showed you in the very few first videos, E major to D major. And then here is the variation of those chords, and I just like to think of that as another layer of sound. But let's listen to it real quick all the way through, and then we'll just talk it real quick, wrap it up, and I'll tell you what we're going to do in the next video. Okay, here we go. All right, cool enough. All right, so you can see I just added in this little keyboard layer as another piece of sound. Again, just inspiration for the song. So if you hear me talk about the terms clips, these are just like little clips of sound. You can see how they highlight a little white bar at the top as I clip on them, okay? Now, like I said before, I'm gonna replace these drums. These are just great drums that allow me to get a beat going really fast. So I'm not playing to just what's called a click track, which is not inspiring to play to. And it's really cool. This program, Logic Pro, is great because it has this little dot I can just move around to just get up a basic beat. But I'll program those, or I'll have a much more detailed set of drums later. But you'll see that as the song unfolds, okay? Now, again, this is just like your teacher taught in your school when you're writing a paper. This is my rough draft, but I am composing the song in here, all right? So what we're going to do is try and get some organization to the song. Remember, I said it's really important to stay organized. You can see my tracks are pretty clearly labeled here. If I have the icons, like obviously these are drums. Here's the keyboard I called keys. Bass, okay, that's my bass guitar. Guitar 1 and 2 are the same, guitar 3 and 4, okay? So that's just to give you a quick overview of where we're headed. Now, does this necessarily mean this is how the song's gonna end up? Nope. But again, we gotta start building it out, mold the clay, just keep moving the song forward. So if you have any comments or questions, like Chris Fluffy said, drop them in the comments section below, because I'd really love to help you learn how to do this because, again, my goal is to help you learn how to do music to make the world a better place. And the coolest part about this is when you're done, you have a song forever that you wrote. And guess what? The only person that will sound like you is you. Okay, I will tell you one more thing before we end this video, and this probably won't happen for a few videos down the line, but I have a co-writer I work with named Alex. We like to hop on these little Zoom sessions, and I'll screen record a bit of what we do, because I think two minds are always better than one, right? And me personally, I always love playing in bands and working with other musicians, and I'm fascinated, even for you as a viewer on this channel, how your mind perceives this music, okay? So we need to make this an interactive community as well too. So like drop a comment in there, like what part is resonating with you in the song? Where would you take it as a songwriter? If you don't know, just ask questions. Again, you don't have to play an instrument yet to do this. Let me teach you, okay? So even if you just learn the framework of songwriting, it's a really, really cool thing. And as you can see, there's a lot of layers to this, which is why I'm breaking this into small segments for you, okay? So that'll pretty much wrap this up. I think what I'll do is I will, the next video, open this up. I'll try and put a few more parts in here, and then what we'll try and do is build out the arrangement of the song a little bit, all right? Which means like we'll have the verse, and then the chorus, and then the bridge, or whatever, okay? You don't have to know what that means yet, but those are just the segments of the song, because songs have to have little sections that repeat, okay? That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let's all go out, make music, make the world a better place. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.